Located on the southeast coast of mainland China, a 45-minute fast ferry ride west of Hong Kong, Macau is something of a hidden gem. Settled by the Portuguese in the 16th century, it was handed back to China in 1999, and now, like Hong Kong, is a special administrative region of China. Macau has something of a reputation as the Las Vegas of the East, but it's a title that doesn't really do the place justice. It's true that luxury hotels and casinos dominate the skyline, but there is far more to attract international visitors here than just the roll of the dice. This is Senado Square. It's the historic heart of Macau, and the reason everybody comes here to see this rich Portuguese architecture. The whole city centre of Macau has been designated by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. The historic centre is best explored on foot. Venture beyond the main square down various side streets and alleyways, and you'll find lovely churches and fine examples of Portuguese architecture alongside traditional Chinese temples and bustling street markets. Take your time. There are over 20 historic sites to enjoy and plenty of cafes where you can just stop and watch the world go by. At the iconic ruins of St. Paul's, my guide, Alarino, told me more about the unique Macanese culture. How long have the Portuguese been here?
The Portuguese has been in Macau for more than 450 years.
That's a lot longer than the British were in Hong Kong.
Right, far longer. And we can see this coexistence of the mixed culture in the buildings, in the people, in the temples, the streets' names, and so on and so forth.
Beyond the historic centre and the main city on the peninsula, Macau is made up of two further islands linked by three impressive bridges. To get your bearings, I'd suggest heading up the Macau Tower. From the viewing platform at 223 metres, on a clear day you can see as far as Hong Kong, and, if you have the nerve, there's more than one way to take in the views. Back on the ground, where personally I'm far happier, there's plenty to see and do. If you get up early one morning, you can come and join the locals for a spot of Tai Chi. It's a lot harder than it looks. There are also lots of attractions to visit, some excellent museums, and plenty to keep all ages amused. Macau's famous for its annual Grand Prix, which takes place in November, but if you miss that, there's a terrific museum and you can come and look in all the cars. It's really interesting. It's also worth taking the short drive out to the islands. It's only 20 minutes or so, but the contrast is striking, much calmer and greener than the city centre. People head here for a more relaxing day out to enjoy the sandy beaches and village lifestyle unchanged for centuries. At the heart of Coloane village, it's a British family that has really made its mark with Lord Stowe's Bakery, these days run by its founder's sister, Eileen Stowe.
Take one of these. This is an egg tart, as known in Macau, actually based on the Portuguese pastel de nata.
Very good.
But this is my brother's own recipe, which is a mix of the Portuguese pastry technique and what he knew from our mum of good old British custard.
Your mum from Ilford?
Ilford indeed.
Right.
But I tell you, this is the best egg tart you will get in Asia. I swear to God.
I believe you. It's absolutely delicious. Staying with food, and this is one of the key attractions in Macau, it's worth mentioning restaurants, which are much cheaper here than Hong Kong. There's Michelin star fine dining, and as you'd expect, there are some outstanding Chinese and Portuguese restaurants. There's also Macanese cuisine, which is the local cooking. It incorporates lots of spices that have been brought from all the colonies all over the world, from Africa, from Indonesia and so on. It's a little bit spicier than the Portuguese cooking and terrific, really delicious. When it comes to choosing where to stay, there's a wide choice of luxury hotels. Standards are very high indeed. Some hotels are part of entertainment complexes, but there are also some unique standalone properties and more intimate pousadas. What makes Macau different as a Far East destination is its unique blend, its unique marriage of Chinese and Portuguese culture. I was last here about 15 years ago, and the place has grown enormously, but I'm really pleased to see that they've preserved their Portuguese heritage, their architecture and so on. Some people just come to Macau as a day trip from Hong Kong, but I'd really suggest that you think in terms of coming for 3 or 4 days perhaps, or combining it with other Far East destinations on a multi-centre tour.